This is the grand reveal of all the bits and pieces. This is the closest to what we're going to get to a pile of brand new genuine parts of the car. New headlight, new guard liner. I've managed to get a second-hand bumper because unfortunately the insurance company didn't pay out enough for me to buy a new one. I had to do some work to the back of the bar because it is actually off a damaged car. It's not perfect, but it does make me appreciate how good my second-hand bumper before the accident was. For now, it's going to have to do. I'll vinyl dye it, clean it up, get it nice and pretty again, and should be good to go. So I'm going to start fitting up some bits and pieces. This is obviously less than ideal circumstances to have new parts on the car, but it's still like Christmas. It's nice and exciting, unwrapping new parts. Let's get into it. Bit exciting. We've got the first reconditioned mechanical pieces going back into the Caddy post accident. This is when your mum tells you have Super Pro at home. Got some black Northane front bushes that that's how we roll. So that's going to be interesting. This arm is nice and straight compared to the one that came out of the car post accident. Possibly the most boring way we could make the Caddy better of fixing all the things that you never see. It's on a Mark V chassis car because of their age. The rubber grommet that lives in there pretty much turns to dirt, turns to plastic, goes hard, disintegrates. Again, probably never be seen, but I'll know it's right. Dirty little segment today. In preparation for getting the Caddy back on the road, I noticed the front flexible brake lines started to fatigue and crack. Figured it's time to do caliper birthday. It's always been on the cards. Remember back on the video where we changed all the pads and discs, made a comment about how nasty they were. So, got our caliper all in pieces. You can see the carrier and everything, spring clip, nipple. You have options in terms of your reconditioned finish on your caliper. A lot of people will high temperature paint, which is a good cheap DIY solution. You can powder coat, which is a popular choice, or you can go for your factory finish. So I'm going to be getting these zinc plated as per what they were when they were new. No idea how excited I am about this. Oh, have a look at that. It's all its silver glory. I'm not going to know myself. Shiny, shiny calipers. So we're out with the old, in with the new. Look at that beautiful new brake line. As you can see, due to sitting in an unnatural position, the original brake lines were prompted to fail. We're all about consistency, so here's an old rear line. There's your brand new genuine one ready to go in. You see it also has the stone guard section, the same as the newer fronts. Ta-da! We have a panel work complete van, finally. Could be better. Could be a lot worse. Very excited today for the arrival of the last mechanical component required to get the car back together. Front coilovers, all the way from the Netherlands, from VMAX Autosport, have arrived. I'm waiting on some other bits and pieces that are going on the car as well before I'll be able to drive it, which is sort of a little bit unfortunate, but at least I can get the front end all back together, because it's been quite some time. As you can see, the old shock is a little bit bent like a banana, whereas this one is new, shiny, and pretty damn nice. I'd like to give a huge shout out to VMAX. They've been so helpful during all of this and have really looked after me. Thankfully, I now have their product in the front of my van again. Rightio, well we're all done on this side, now we're going to rinse and repeat and go again on the other side. On your base model Caddy, your sliding door rail tends to look like this. It sits flush inside the panel, but it's exposed. You go look at the transporters at the time, they had a really nice cover on them, and eventually your higher spec Caddies got them as well. That cover looks a little bit like this. Obviously once that's painted it looks a whole lot better. I do recommend buying the Darkside kit only because everything that is available genuine will be suited to the VIN of your vehicle. If you've got the fuel flap lockout and things like that, they match all that to suit your car. Double check your brackets, because if you've already got them, this is a super easy install, whereas for me I have to actually line up and drill one hole. Box of shiny goodness means we need to get the van back on the road today. Ta-da! As you can see, we're all back together, back in a drivable condition. It's a bit exciting. I know it sounds a bit silly because we're just back to where we were 3 months ago, but it's been a pretty average 3 months. Unfortunately our next few episodes get quite expensive quite quickly, but we're on track to hopefully have a painted, finished van ready for February. See you next time.